Nor aught, nor not existed. Yon bright sky was not, nor heaven's broad roof outstretched above. What covered all? What sheltered? What concealed? Was it the water's fathomless abyss? There was not death yet. There was not immortal either. There was no confine betwixt day and night. The only one breathes breathless by itself. Other than it, there nothing since has been. Darkness there was, and all at first was veiled in gloom profound, an ocean without light. The germ that still lay covered in the husk burst forth, one nature, from the fervent heat. Who knows the secret? Who proclaimed it here? Whence this manifold creation sprang? The gods themselves came later into being. Who knows from whence the great creation sprang? That whence all this great creation came, whether its will created or was mute, the most high seer that is in the heaven, he knows, or perchance even he knows not. Gazing into eternity, ere the foundations of the earth were laid, thou wert, and when the subterranean flame shall burst its prison and devour the frame, thou shalt be still as thou wert before, and knew no change, when time shall be no more. Oh, endless thought, divine eternity. The Book of Dzyan, stanza 1. 1. The eternal parent, wrapped in her invisible robes, had slumbered once again for 7 eternities. 2. Time was not, for it lay asleep in the infinite bosom of duration. 3. The universal mind was not, for there were no ahi to contain it. 4. The 7 ways to bliss were not. The great causes of misery were not, for there was no one to produce any and get ensnared by them. 5. Darkness alone filled the boundless all, for Father, Mother, and Son were once more one, and the Son had not awakened yet for the new wheel and his pilgrimage thereon. 6. The 7 sublime lords and the 7 truths had ceased to be in the universe. The Son of Necessity was immersed in Parshnipana, to be outbreathed by that which is and yet is not. Not was. 7. The causes of existence had been done away with. The visible that was and the invisible that is rested in eternal non-being, the one being. 8. Alone, the one form of existence stretched boundless, infinite, causeless, in dreamless sleep, and life pulsated, unconscious in universal space, throughout that all-presence which is sensed by the opened eye of the Dhamma. 9. But where was the Dhamma when the alaya of the universe was in Paramatha, and the great wheel was Anukapada? Stanza 2. 1. Where were the builders and the luminous sons of the Manvatantric dawn, in the unknown darkness in their Ahi Parinishapana, the producers of form from no form, the root of the world, the Devamatri and the Savashavat, rested in the bliss of non-being. 2. Where was silence? Where were the ears to sense it? No, there was neither silence nor sound, naught save ceaseless eternal breath, which knows not itself. 3. The hour had not yet struck, the ray had not yet flashed into the germ, the Matra Padma had not yet swollen. 4. Her heart had not yet opened for the one ray to enter, thence to fall, as three into four, into the lap of Maya. 5. The seven sons were not yet born from the web of light. Darkness alone was father, mother. Shababat and Svabhavat was in darkness. These two are the germ, and the germ is one. The universe was still concealed in the divine thought and the divine bosom. Stanza 3. The last vibration of the seventh eternity thrills through the infinitude. The mother swells, expanding from within, without, like the bud of the lotus. 2. The vibration sweeps along, touching with its swift wing the whole universe, and the germ that dwelleth in darkness, the darkness that breatheth over the slumbering waters of life. 3. Darkness radiates light, and light drops one solitary ray into the mother's deep. The ray shoots through the virgin egg. The ray causes the eternal egg to thrill and drop the non-eternal germ, which condenses into the world egg. 4. Then the three fall into the four. The radiant essence becomes seven inside, seven outside. The luminous egg, which is in itself three, curdles and spreads in milk-white curds throughout the depths of mother, the root that grows in the depths of the ocean of life. 5. The root remains, the light remains, the curds remain, and still Oiohu is one. 6. The root of life was in every drop of the ocean of immortality, and the ocean was radiant light, which was fire and heat and motion. Darkness vanished and was no more, and it disappeared in its own essence, and the body of fire and water, or father and mother. Behold, O Lanu, the radiant child of the two, the unparalleled refulgent glory. Bright space, son of dark space, which emerges from the depths of the great dark waters. It is Oiohu, the younger. He shines forth as the sun. He is the blazing divine dragon of wisdom. The one is four, and the four takes to itself three, and the union produces the Sapta, in whom are the seven, which become the Tridasa, or the hosts of the multitudes. Behold him lifting the veil and unfurling it from east to west. He shuts out the above and leaves the below to be seen as the great illusion. He marks the places for the shining ones and turns the upper into the shoreless sea of fire, and the one manifested into the great waters. 8. Where was the germ, and where was now darkness? Where is the spirit of the flame that burns in thy lamp, O Lanu? The germ is that, and that is light, the white brilliant sun of the dark hidden Father. Light is cold flame, and flame is fire, and fire produces heat, which yields water, the water of life in the great Mother. 10. Father, mother, spin a web whose upper end is fastened to the spirit, the light of the one darkness, and the lower one to its shadowy end, matter. And this web is the universe spun out of the two substances made into one, which is Sabhavat. It expands when the breath of fire is upon it. It contracts when the breath of the mother touches it. When the sons disassociative and scatter, to return into their mother's bosom at the end of the great day and re-become one with her. When it is cooling, it becomes radiant, and the suns expand and contract. Through their own selves and hearts, they embrace infinitude.